Okay, here are my bikes in winter storage. It is 8 degrees outside and it's going to get down to apparently -5 tonight. Haven't been able to take anything out in a good month now. Anyway, just wanted to walk around and show you some of the things that I do to keep them at least ready to ride. Here is my little trickle charger / tender. This is a Yuasa. Picked it up at the bike shop. Costs about 30 bucks. You can see the 3 little LEDs. That indicates the power on. If that were lit, which is yellow, it would indicate that the trickle charger is charging, and storage means that the battery is topped off and it's just being maintained. This has a neat little pigtail connector that comes with it. You bolt it up to the terminals of the battery, and then all you have to do is connect and disconnect like that. Very easy to keep the bike charger prepared so the bike's ready to ride. I have pigtails like that on every one of these bikes, and that way I can rotate this among the bikes, and I do that every couple of days, and that keeps all of the bikes charged up. As you can see, I've got these old bed sheets that I use to cover up the bikes. They're cotton, they're easy to handle, and they do a really good job of keeping the dust off of the bikes. Something else that I always try to do with all these bikes in the wintertime is to keep the tank as fully topped off as is feasible, which helps to limit condensation formation in the tank, which is important to do these days with the ethanol fuel, which tends to attract water, and moisture in the gas tank is bad news for the tank, bad news for the fuel system. Let me show you something else too that I've gotten into the last few years. I have replaced most of the wet cell type batteries with these gel cells. This is ballistic. It comes in a red case, and this material that you see around it is designed to pick up the space gap. These batteries typically are smaller than the factory type batteries, but the advantage of it is they do not leak, and they're more rugged, they're more resistant to vibration, they're really nice to have. Anyway, I've converted almost all of my bikes over to that and have been very pleased and happy with the results. The other thing that I do, that I get into the article that you'll hopefully be reading by now, is to walk each one of these bikes around the garage and reposition them, and I do that every couple of weeks, and the reason I do that is to avoid flat spotting any of the tires, and I also check the pressure on the tires. The reason that that's important to do, bike tires for whatever reason tend to leak air more so than modern automotive tires do, but the other thing I want to show you, if you can see it, bike guys will know this, but the profile of a motorcycle tire is rounded, peaks here, whereas whereas a car tire, generally the contact patch is flatter. So if you lose air in the tire on a bike, it's going to tend to squat down and cause structural problems with the tire, which will lead to flat spotting, which really sucks if you have basically new or nearly new tires that have a lot of tread on them, but they've got that flat spot, which you can really feel when you go out for that first ride of the season, and you wind up having to junk perfectly good tires. Anyway, the article is up over at epautos.com, and here's to hoping for some good weather. The winter hopefully won't last forever. We'll see you next time.